our short film pitch.
So our first idea, we kind of wanted something that would build up tension first. So we're going to have a lot of slow shots first of just like girl walking, sort of as it's becoming nighttime, and then she's going to go into her house, and basically the storyline is she goes on FaceTime to her boyfriend, and some weird stuff happens. Like, so we'll have emphasized diegetic sounds, and then we'll have diegetic sort of creepy one note kind of music building up as it gets sort of creepier. And the girl goes to check what's going on in her house, and she comes back to find her boyfriend like missing or dead on FaceTime, and then yeah, that's it pretty much.
We don't want to tell you everything.
Yeah.
So ruin it.
Don't want to ruin.
Alright, conventional locations. So in short films, you can either have them either isolated locations or basically in everyday society. With ours, it's a bit of both because we're doing it at my house, but obviously it's every day for me, but it is in the middle of nowhere and it's an old farm. And I thought it suited perfectly what we're trying to portray with our location, and yeah, that's all I have to say really. That,
This is downtown.
yeah, this is my house.
So we've got like a road that we're going to take advantage of, and we're going to show, like Harry said, about the her walking to our house. We're going to have a lot of different shots showing this street to show that she's very isolated from the rest of the society.
And there's also a forest, which is about 2 minutes away from my house, which we're also going to utilise.
So our casting, I'm going to be the protagonist, teenage girl. We decided to cast a female as our protagonist for a horror to coincide with the final girl theory. As much as women are stereotypically seen to be in terror significantly longer than male characters, we're actually going to use that the same way that Texas Chainsaw Massacre did. However, we did want to take a bit of a different approach. Final girl theory, usually seen by audiences in slasher films. Obviously, we're going to be doing a paranormal film, so it explains the pattern in which women subvert the stereotypes of being weak and fragile. We're going to be showing the female as actually being stronger than the male character, because obviously the boyfriend's already dead, so it shows that she is the final girl, which is stereotypically stronger than the male. So it's a similar sort of idea to Scream, because the boyfriend's already been killed. She'll be dressed in plain teenage sort of costume, so jeans, a plain t-shirt or jumper, and some trainers with minimalistic makeup. We're going to do this to subvert the stereotypes of like promiscuous teenage girls, because that's not how we want to portray her. And the reason we're doing that is because our audience is more surrounded by teenagers, and if we show a teenager being the one who's in danger, that kind of makes them more afraid, it builds on their fear.
So we've decided that our antagonist will be a demonic being, which will follow Neil's theory of the external monster, as they're seen to be the outsider or the weirdo who has always been separated from society and is seen as inhumane. This could be anything from spirits and vampires to the old man living at the top of the hill. This is where our idea of a demonic spirit has come from. Obviously, the antagonist is going to have a large presence throughout the short. However, we didn't want to show the antagonist to the audience. We are also going to show the antagonist at the very end of the short. He will not have a costume as such, and will only show his distorted face in a close-up, so a costume is not needed. He will be surrounded by darkness, only the face will be shown. The lack of physically showing the antagonist plays on the fears of the unknown, even though the audience knows that there is an evil spirit tormenting the protagonist. They will not know what it is and will therefore make it more terrifying and puts them in a position of how they would feel if this happened to them.
Okay, so we haven't really got many props as such, but the ones we do have a phone and laptop. So the idea behind this is we kind of want to play a modern audience phase. So sort of every teenager has a phone and laptop they always use. So it's everyday items being used. We saw this being used well in the short film Selfie, where women's taking selfies and keep seeing a man in the background of them. Another one is a bag, and like it kind of comes under costume, but just representing the female as like stereotypical sort of young teenage female. And the other one we've got is keys, so we can use that in the narrative to show loneliness and like her isolation, and you can like emphasize that sort of diegetic sound of the keys in her hands to sort of again emphasize her isolation and how she's alone.
So for health and safety risks, we'll be encountering a road, so we'll need to take caution when crossing and filming. However, it's a private road, so there shouldn't be many cars. There's also chickens and cows at the location. So as we're filming at the farm, we could be viciously attacked. So we'll have to try and stay out of the way then.
As for our short film is in the paranormal genre, we decided to follow the conventional lighting, which is darkness, obviously, because things jump out at you. So this will mean we're going to be filming probably into the night, and just to sort of create that fear. And as we're filming about October, we're going to be limited because basically as soon as we want it early evening, and basically we don't want to be there when it's too dark, when it's pitch black, when you can't see anything. We actually need to see our character like walking up the drive and stuff. So that's one of the limitations we have. And then the availability of all our team members may also be a limitation, as everyone has jobs, other commitments. And Eden lives quite far away from my house, so that's another limitation we have is obviously like the budget of our film. Obviously, Alex is quite good with his technical skills on the laptop, but yeah, it's going to be, because we're creating our own antagonist, it's going to be hard to make it realistic.
That's everything.
Well done. Big round of applause, please. Generator.